Alright everybody, and now comes my shopping haul of late October slash November of 2020. So without further ado, let us begin. Hockey Night in Canada hat, and it's black. CBC Hockey Night in Canada. Sadly, there won't be a Hockey Night in Canada this year. Most likely due to COVID. Which I'm sure you already know. Made in China just like everything else is. And what do I have here? Oh, this is a pair of pajamas. And it has Toronto Raptors on it. You know, from the NBA. See? So what do I have here? This will give you a hint. It says Power Seed 18 volt to 20 volt to 70 watts. And of course, made in China. Comes in some generic brown cardboard box. And what do I have inside? Just an extra laptop charger. Oh, and look at all those ports. These for various brands. There's your plug-in. No third prong, just two. Just like one of my previous laptop chargers. It had that two prong. See that? Power Seed AC adapter. You know, you use this on your laptop. And I'm just gonna leave it there. Not gonna take it out or anything. Instruction manual. Yep. It'll basically work with any brand of laptop, with the exception of Apple. Because, you know, Apple has their own line of computers known as Macs. And just about every company is licensed to Windows, as I'm sure you can tell. The laptops I have, one of them is Toshiba, which runs Windows 8.1, and my other one, which is an HP laptop, which runs on Windows 10. And I'm not sure there's going to be a new Windows operating system sometime in the future. Only time will tell. And yes, this is my extra laptop charger, just in case my first party battery charger for my HP laptop dies. I'll be using this. But for now, it's tucked away in storage. You might be wondering, why did I buy a Super Nintendo controller? Bought it from DK Oldies. Well, looks like it's aged quite a bit. Did a bit of cleaning though. Ah yes, that glorious plug. Just plug it into your Super Nintendo console and you're ready to go. Gonna retrograde it one day. I bought that laptop charger along with this game right here on Amazon. This one is Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled on the PlayStation 4. A Available now, it's Spyro Reignited Trilogy, which I do have on my PS4. Crash Bandicoot. And yes, I have heard the news of there being a new Crash Bandicoot game, which is Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. And yes, I'm planning to get that for Christmas. And yes, just like every other PS4 game, there's your warranty inside. Under some blue clear plastic. With a few exceptions. And there you go. That's Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, which is a remaster of the original PlayStation game. Well, from Right Stuff, here is Shakugan no Shana S OVA series. I think this is a 2016 reprint or a 2017 reprint. Not quite sure. I don't know, of an original 2014 or 2013 Blu-ray release. Not entirely sure. That is the Blu-ray side, and this is the DVD side. Blue and black. Scene index, which is inside the case. And there's an illustration on the right side. Episode list on the left side. And there you go. That's Shakugan no Shana S OVA series. As part of the Funimation Super Amazing Value Edition series. Which that line is now replaced with Funimation Essentials. And now moving on. Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age on the Switch. Released in 2019, bought from Walmart, along with the pajama pants and the hat. Cool. Art towards your left. And art towards the right. Limited warranty. And cartridge. And now... No, not yet. Sega Saturn black controller. It's an 8-button arcade pad 2.4G wireless. Features... No, it includes the original port and USB receivers, and it comes in a deluxe storage case. From Retrobit. And yes, we have another Sega Saturn controller like this, and it is black. Just like that. Saturn controller. Perfect for fighting games. Original board, USB receiver. Oops. Here's what we got inside. Just this USB cable. Retrobit. Share us on social media. And your instruction manual. Comes in different languages such as French and Spanish. And that's about it. Oh, and also English. Wow. But I'm not finished yet. No, this was not included with the box, but I put it in there anyway. HD Retrovision. Well, whatever this is. Sega Saturn to Genesis 2 Model 2 component cable adapter. I'm just going to leave it sealed. Just leave it in there for a while until we get our Sega Genesis component cables from HD Retrovision. And be using this on the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation. Man, I wish the Sega Dreamcast had something like this. And yes, HD Retrovision is also going to make a Sega Dreamcast component cable. But to tell you what, I am impatient for that. I've been waiting a long time. Sorry, but the wait is just killing me. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy an VGA adapter. No, a VGA adapter for the Sega Dreamcast instead. Sorry, I'm just impatient. And I have absolutely no idea when it comes out. Component cables for the Dreamcast from HD Retrovision. Yeah, well, there you go. That's that black Sega Saturn controller. Before we go on to the imports, I just want to show you this. Got this today from Insurrection Industries. And it's a Corby. The box is nothing special. Just this Insurrection logo on the front and Corby on the side. Well, here it is, the Corby itself. HDMI adapter? No, HDMI output. And this is your digital port for the GameCube. And yes, I did get my GameCube modded. It just got done being modded. And now I'll have to wait till it arrives at our mailbox, and then I'll be able to have it again once it comes back to here, back to my hometown. Nothing inside. Here you have a remote. Up, no, down, right, left, up, center, AV1, AV2, AV3, exit. That's what the button has, and what's that supposed to be? Oh, menu. Just gonna leave it in there until I get my GameCube back. What should be by the end of the week or next week sometime. Oh, and look at that. A colorful manual. Actually, not that colorful. Yep, just so you know, I bought clear. Mainly because black was sold out and I just could not wait. I was too impatient, so I got the clear one. Mainly because Calcimania Games won't stock up on any black ones. Which is a Kirby. Any black Kirby's is what I mean. Well, enough said. Now moving on to the imports, and even a surprise will be in there. Just wait till the end, and I'll show you what I mean. 3 Sega Saturn games to show you, 2 PS1 games, and 2 PS2 games. All imported from Japan, bought it on the same site, which is eBay. Came through different sellers. This one came first. And it's got a strange title to it. Battleva? Published by JVC / Victor Company of Japan. And developed by Ancient. Oops, Ancient. This game came out in 1996. Yeah. There we go. And there you go. That is Battleva for you. Next up, Macross. Actually, it's called the Super Dimension Fortress Macross. Published by Emotion. And I'm not sure who the developer of this game was. And when I checked, no hidden soundtrack. But the previous Saturn game I showed you does have a soundtrack. This game has 2 discs. Oops. It let loose. This is disc 1. Disc 1 of the game. Do you know how many Sega Saturn games I have that have 2 discs? I have 3. The other ones being Those Who Hunt Elves, Devil Summoner Soul Hackers, and this one. This is my 3rd one. Those Who Hunt Elves isn't really a game, just so you know. And yes, this is quite an unusual shoot-'em-up game. Just like the one on the Famicom and the Super Famicom. And Spriggan and those Spriggan games on the PC Engine. Oh, and there's also disc 2, which it's a continuation. And there you go. That is the Super Dimension Fortress Macross for ya on the Sega Saturn, released in 1997. And the last Saturn game which I received today is also from 1997, and it's an arcade port of Dead or Alive. Supports the Sega Saturn's highest resolution. Now, I also do have Dead or Alive 5 on Xbox 360. Pretty cool. Oh, here's an ad. Sega Saturn, PlayStation, Super Famicom, Nintendo 64, Famicom. The original Famicom, that is. Here's a fold-up card. That's a postcard from Japan. Now I wonder if this game will run in 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second. And I'm not sure if this game has a hidden soundtrack, but I'm gonna find out for myself. Oh, excuse me. I'll have to see for myself if this game has a hidden soundtrack or not. Oh, and yes, this game is also on the PlayStation and the original Xbox from Tecmo. And yes, it does seem like Tecmo really likes the Xbox. But enough about that. That's all my recently purchased Sega Saturn games. And now for the two PS1 games. About this one first, Metroid R. Released in 1999, and I finally have this game at long freaking last. From Imagineer. Published by Imagineer, developed by Natsume. Spine card, which, you know, I don't care for spine cards, but I like to keep them anyway. I'm not going to trash them out or anything. Oh, what's this? Another game I have with cards in them. And there's 2 cards. Pretty cool. Quite a short manual. It's a not very long one. Disc for Metroid R. And there you go, that's Metroid R on the PlayStation. Which is a mixture of 2D and 3D. 3D battles and a 2D overworld. And here's the other PS1 game we recently purchased from Japan. And it is from Namco, Tales of Phantasia. This is the PS1 version, which should have been on the Sega Saturn. I would have loved to have a couple of appearances of Tales on Sega, about twice. One on the Saturn and one on the Dreamcast. It comes in a case just like what you'd see on European PS1 games, as well as the Sega Dreamcast. It's my only PS1 game that I have with this. And of course the manual is easy to pull out. Manual, and it's quite a long one. And most importantly is your disc. And there you go. That is Tales of Phantasia on the PS1. And now for the 2 PS2 games. This one is Fist of the North Star from Sega. There's also another one by Sega, and that's part of the Sega Ages series, which came out 3 years earlier after this game was released in 2007. Manual, game disc, and it even features a bonus disc. Take a look at that. Wow. I'm gonna have to test it on one of my Blu-ray players to see if it works or not. Or just test it on my Asus external Blu-ray drive. I'll have to see if it actually works. And then maybe I'll upload the opening to this. Pretty neat. And now for the other PlayStation 2 game, which came out in 2005. And what do we have here? The original two Atelier Adventures. Atelier Marianelli from Gust. 1997, 1998. Both released on the original PlayStation. And yes, Atelier has also made its way on the remaining two Sega consoles, as well as the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. Not sure if there was also a PC version, but I imagine there was. I believe there's also a PC version of this game, not together, as two separate titles, only released in Japan, which I believe they do exist. I like that cover art. I like the illustration. I like the illustration as seen on the manual. The front, that is. Oh, what's this? What? Tonelico, which was released on the PS2, and ads for other games, including the site. Two others. And disc. Well, there you go. Enough of all these. The imports and whatnot. And now comes a surprise. But I'm not going to show it to you just yet. I need to grab something. Never mind. Screw it. Forget it, guys. I can't find them at the moment. But it came with a few surprises, though. Such as this. See that? A mouse pad. Which was part of this. Are you ready to see it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Dun, 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 dun. PC Engine Memories. Arcade card gems. Arcade card gems from PCE Works. 400? No. Oops, I meant to say 4 of 200. Features Strider Hiryu, Mato Monogatari, Mad Stalker, and Ginga Fuki Densetsu Sapphire. Awesome. Comes in a puzzle box. Something that you get in a puzzle. Now time to show you these games. Oh, and I forgot the spine card. Here we have Mato Monogatari from NEC Avenue, or NEC Avenue I should say. And yes, I have no idea how to play this game. It's confusing. There's your spine card. And there's your disc. And no, I won't be showing you the manuals. Maybe in some separate video I will. Here's Strider Hiryu from Capcom. Licensed by Capcom and published by NEC Avenue. Yep. What? Spine card. And disc. The disc is nothing special. This is like something you'd see on the later Sony Pictures Home Entertainment DVDs. Something like this. Or some of the earlier DVD releases from, I don't know, or some of those CDs that you'd see in the 80s. Here you have Mad Stalker, Full Metal Force. Yep. Originated on the Sharpex 68000 FM Towns. Also on the PlayStation and even the Sega Mega Drive. Yeah. This game is also on the Sega Mega Drive. No joke. Spine cards. Disc. And lastly, we have Ginga Fukai Densetsu Sapphire from Hudson Soft, which came out in 1995. And even featured on the PC Engine Mini. Spine card. And yes, just so you know, I am covering up that sexual illustration quite a bit too. And there's your disc. Quite different from the original. And even the back is different too. And well, there you have it too. Well, that's going to do it for my shopping haul of late October 2020 and November of 2020. Well, see you all next time, and ta-ta. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Just like what Tigger says. Later.